Hello children, today's thought. Winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you are doing better than you had done before. Winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you are doing better than you had done before. With this beautiful thought, today I will start fifth chapter of Maths 2, that is quadrilaterals. In lower classes, already you have studied about quadrilaterals. So what is a quadrilateral? In Euclidean plane, in Euclidean plane geometry, a quadrilateral is a polygon with four edges, edges means sides, and four vertices, vertices means corners. So in Euclidean plane geometry, a quadrilateral is a polygon with four edges and four vertices. Some different types of quadrilaterals are square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium, etc. In this chapter, you will learn that how a rectangle, a rhombus and a square are parallelograms. Let us start our study from parallelogram. So our first topic is parallelogram. So what is a parallelogram? A quadrilateral is called a parallelogram if its opposite sides are parallel. A quadrilateral is called a parallelogram if its opposite sides are parallel. In quadrilateral ABCD, this symbol is for quadrilateral. This is your quadrilateral ABCD. ABCD is your quadrilateral. Here side AB is parallel to side DC and side AD is parallel to side BC. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. A quadrilateral is called a parallelogram if its opposite sides are parallel. If its opposite sides are parallel. So, this quadrilateral ABCD, where side AB is parallel to side DC and side AD is parallel to side BC. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Now, properties of parallelogram. First property is opposite sides are congruent. Opposite sides means AB is congruent to DC and AD is congruent to BC. Opposite sides are congruent. Second property is opposite angles are congruent. Opposite angles are congruent means angle A is congruent to angle C and angle B is congruent to angle D. Opposite angles are congruent. This is your second property. Third property is adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles means angle A and angle B, angle B and angle C, angle C and angle D, and angle A and angle D. These angles are called adjacent angles. And in parallelogram, adjacent angles are supplementary means angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Angle B plus angle C is also 180 degree. Angle C plus angle D is also 180 degree and angle A plus angle D is also 180 degree. So adjacent angles are supplementary. Now fourth property is diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. If you draw one segment AC and one segment BD, so seg AC is your diagonal AC and seg BD is your diagonal BD. So diagonals bisect each other. Fourth property is diagonals bisect each other. Now first theorem of this chapter, and first theorem is opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. First theorem of this chapter is opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. We know opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. But this year you will prove this theorem. So opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. So what is given? One quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram given. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram given. What you have to prove? Then opposite sides and opposite angles of that parallelogram are congruent. This you have to prove. So what is given? Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram given. What you have to prove? Side AB is congruent to side CD. This is your quadrilateral ABCD. So what you have to prove? Side AB is congruent to side CD. And next, side BC is congruent to side AD. Side BC is congruent to side AD. Opposite sides and opposite angles are also congruent, means angle ABC congruent to angle CDA. You have to prove that angle ABC is congruent to angle CDA. Opposite angles are congruent. And last one is angle DAB is congruent to angle BCD. Angle DAB is congruent to angle BCD. This you have to prove. Opposite sides are congruent and opposite angles are congruent. Now there is one construction. Draw diagonal AC. This is your quadrilateral ABCD. This is your parallelogram ABCD. Now draw diagonal AC. It is your construction. Proof. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. It is given quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. If it is a parallelogram, means side AB is parallel to side CD, therefore side AB is parallel to side CD, and side BC is parallel to side AD, and side BC is parallel to side AD. Okay, by definition. Now on transversal AC, now parallel lines, side AB is parallel to side DC and side BC is parallel to side AD. Now on transversal AC, parallel lines, and this is your transversal. On transversal AC, angle BAC, this angle BAC is congruent to angle DCA. Why? Parallel lines, transversal. Which type of angles? Alternate angles. When lines are parallel, alternate angles are congruent. So on transversal AC, angle BAC is congruent to angle DCA. Reason is alternate angles theorem. And angle BCA, this angle BCA is congruent to angle DAC. Again, reason is alternate angles theorem. So on transversal AC, angle BAC is congruent to angle DCA and angle BCA is congruent to angle DAC. Reason is alternate angles theorem. This is your equation 1. This is your equation 2. Now in triangle ABC and CDA. Now in triangle ABC, this triangle, in triangle ABC and triangle CDA angle BAC is congruent to angle DCA from 1. In triangle ABC and triangle CDA, angle BAC is congruent to angle DCA from 1. Reason is from 1. Side AC is congruent to side CA. Side AC is congruent to side CA. Reason is common side. Side AC is congruent to side CA and reason is common side. Angle BCA is congruent to angle DAC from 1. Angle BCA is congruent to angle DAC. Angle BCA is congruent to angle DAC. Reason is from 2. Reason is from 2. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Congruent to triangle CDA by angle side angle test of congruency. ASA test of congruency. So these two triangles are congruent by ASA test of congruency. Which two triangles? Triangle ABC and triangle CDA. These two triangles are congruent by AS and A. Angle side angle test congruency. So when two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides and corresponding angles are congruent by CSCT and CACT. Therefore, side AB is congruent to side CD and side BC is congruent to side DA. Reason is CSCT. And angle ABC is congruent to angle CDA. Reason is CACT. Corresponding sides of congruent triangles and corresponding angles of congruent triangle. So when two triangles are congruent, side AB is congruent to side CD by CSCT. Side BC is congruent to side DA. Again, reason is CSCT. And angle ABC is congruent to angle CDA. Reason is CACT. Similarly, we can prove angle DAB is congruent to angle DCB. Similarly, we can prove angle DAB is congruent to angle DCB. Angle DAB is congruent to angle DCB. Hence, proved.